sun is shining and we are walking beside the River Thames at Reading, and I thought I'd do you a little herb walk this morning because lots and lots of plants are out. So you can see right by the edge there we've got lots of nettles. Now I've done the nettle talk for you before, but just to remind you that nettles are very high in iron and vitamin C and very good blood tonic for that reason. But they also have used them in clinic as an anti-allergy, and weirdly they're a particularly good herb for children with allergies because they're quite gentle inside the body, even though when you touch them they sting. They have a histamine effect on you. So just a little further down from here, we've got in this tiny little patch here, you've got a bit of a herbal pharmacy going on. So we have got, oh, I'm just going to make sure I'm not going to fall in the river there. Here you've got meadowsweet. I've also done a separate video on meadowsweet before, but meadowsweet is very anti-inflammatory because it has salicylates in it, which is an aspirin-like substance. And also because it's got something called mucilage in it, it protects the inside of the gut, so it doesn't work like aspirin and irritate the inside of the gut. Growing right next to the meadowsweet are two very useful plants here. This is yarrow, beautiful feathery leaf, lovely flat white flower. There was always a joke when we were at college that if in doubt in an exam, write yarrow, because yarrow more or less does it all. It is anti-allergy, it's a blood cleanser because it increases circulation to the capillaries in your skin, so it's very good if you have a fever to bring the fever down. It's excellent for the stomach. It has a very similar effect to chamomile on the stomach. It's very, very soothing on the stomach. And basically, if in doubt, use yarrow. Growing right next to the meadowsweet and the yarrow, this is very, very beautiful. This is motherwort, Leonorus, and it is a herb that I use a lot for women who are having period problems but also a lot of stress, because it is a very, very caring herb for women. Occasionally I've used it for men, but it works wonders on the nervous system and also adjusts the way the reproductive system is working. So this is my go-to herb for women who are having any kind of period problems. And then down in the grass here, now you might think this is quite innocuous and miss it when you're walking along, but this also is a very useful herb. This is its flower here. Don't know, can you see that in the shade there? Shall we go to this one that's in? Yeah.
Shade is good.
Bit more sunshine here. So this is called ribwort, and called ribwort obviously because the leaves are very long and ribbed, and it's Plantago lanceolata, and this is one of my go-to plants for allergies or for coating the respiratory and digestive system and protecting it from any external irritants. So this has been the flower. It's gone a bit dry now, and that's the leaf. So that's ribwort, and very, very useful in the spring for allergies. And I'm going to just walk down quickly to the other end because we've got some other quite interesting plants there. Such a beautiful day, and I'm really enjoying this walk, and I hope you're enjoying walking with me. So you can see we've only walked a few yards up, and here we've come across a beautiful patch of water mint, and I'm going to smell it because you can't. Oh, it's lovely, very strongly minty. It's almost veering on the spearmint smell. Anyway, if you have any kind of digestive problem, this is going to be your plant. Mint. And you can use the leaves as a tea, or you can dry it, and you can use the fresh leaves as a tea, or you can pick it if you've got it in your garden and dry it and use it throughout the year. It'll have exactly the same effect. It basically reduces stomach acid. And growing in amongst it, although I have seen a bigger patch somewhere here, one little St. John's wort all on its own. Now, St. John's wort, that's the flower. The leaf, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it if I hold it up to the sunlight. The leaf has got tiny little perforations in it, which is why you know it's St. John's wort. Can you see that? Yeah. And St. John's wort is one of the best herbs for the nervous system. It repairs and supports the nervous system, so I very regularly use it if people are stressed, or if they have long periods of stress, if they're feeling anxious or anything like that. Now, at one time, St. John's wort was in all the shops, all the chemists, because it was kind of, use St. John's wort, it's wonderful for everything. It's not wonderful for everything. And also, if you have actual depression, St. John's wort is one of the herbs that can make it worse. And I suspect that's because it has an effect on the nervous system. So if you've got something, it might just exacerbate what the nervous system is doing. But generally, if I need a herb to support and strengthen the nervous system, I will use St. John's wort. And then we mustn't forget that it's not just plants in hedgerows that are useful as medicines, that we have trees as well. So across the road here, oh look, this is a lovely patch of ribwort here, so much nicer. You can see it, and you can see the flower as well, and the dried ones. I don't know, we used to do something funny with this as children and make poppers or something. No, that didn't work. Look at that beautiful tree. I hope you all know that's a willow tree, and because we're by the river, obviously there are loads of them around, growing right up alongside the river. Now, willow bark was the original herbal medicine that they extracted aspirin from. So willow bark contains two things. It contains flavonoids, which are anti-inflammatory, and it contains salicin, which is a similar chemical to the one in aspirin. Aspirin has acetyl salicylic acid, and willow bark has methyl salicylic acid. Aspirin irritates the gut, willow bark does not irritate the gut, and that's partly because it also has got some mucilage in it, which will coat and protect the gut. I'm going to go and hug the willow bark. Here's our medicine. And I'm just going to take you to one last place, just across the path here. So we've still got loads of mint in this spot, but here we've also got the wild carrot that we looked at last week. I will just make sure it is wild carrot. Yes, very carroty smell. So the wild carrot has got diuretic properties to it, and also the root is the original carrot, but I tried one last week after I chatted about it. I dug one up, which is a bit naughty because you're not supposed to, but I dug one up and I chewed on it, and it is very, very woody. But I think that if you dug it up very early in the season and boiled it or something, it would be quite a good carbohydrate source for us. So you can see in that very short space there, I mean, it's not even 50 yards, I'd say, that we have got plants that will help the digestive system, the nervous system, anti-inflammatory, so joints, work as a painkiller if you have any joint issues, mint on the digestive system, St. John's wort on the nervous system. Basically, out here, we have got a complete herbal pharmacy. Hope you've enjoyed that nice little walk with me. I'm going to go and have a naughty cup of coffee now. Bye.